morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Srani Hashmat, your social studies teacher. You are totally missed. Today we're gonna continue our new lessons in the fourth quarter. Today we're gonna deal with religious beliefs, of course, in the ancient Egypt. I divided this part into two segments. Part 1, gods and goddesses, and part 2, it will be embalming. Let's start with gods and goddesses. Take care that goddesses is the female word of God. The Egyptians believed in many gods. They were polytheistic. We said before that polytheistic means believing in many gods, okay? And its antonym is monotheistic, okay? We said before that poly is a prefix which means multi and mono means one, okay? The Egyptians were like the Sumerians and Akkadians, okay? They were also polytheistic. They believed in many gods. Let's refresh your minds and remember the Sumerians and the Akkadians, okay? The Sumerians believed also that all the forces of nature, such as wind, rain, and flood, were alive, and they couldn't control these forces, and they viewed them as gods, okay? In addition to this, they had more than 3,000 Sumerian gods. Don't forget that the Akkadians worshipped the Sumerian gods. One of the very strong religious beliefs was the divine kingship. Divine kingship is the belief that the pharaoh was not only the political ruler but also a god. Okay, so this was one of the strong religious beliefs in ancient Egypt. Do you remember the Sumerians? We have Gilgamesh, and he was a priest king, okay? In other words, he was a religious man, and then he became a ruler or political ruler, okay? Some examples of the Egyptian gods. Habi was the god of river, and Ra or Re was the god of sun. Both gods were essential in ancient Egypt. The Egyptians depended on the river, which brought them water and fertile soil, and depended on the sun, which helped their crops grow, okay? So Habi was the god of annual flooding of the Nile, allowing the Egyptians to grow crops, okay? Of course, flooding provided fertile soil. And Re, he was the god of the sun, okay? We have also Osiris. He was the god of dead and afterlife, okay? And we have Isis, which was the goddess of magical power, okay? The Egyptians believed that the souls of the dead went to the underworld, and there the hearts were weighted on a scale. If a person had led a good life, the scale balanced. Then Osiris would grant the person life after death. All the beliefs of the Egyptians about death, it was put in a special book which was called the Book of Dead. Okay? This was a special book about knowing information about the death. It was a book of spells which was used to help obtain life after death, okay? have to mention something also, that the gods and goddesses of the ancient Egyptians took the form of animals in their heads, and bodies were like humans. For example, Ra or Re has or had the head of a falcon. Okay. Also, Egyptians believed that doing good deeds would lighten their hearts for the afterlife. Okay, that's for today.